Hi friends! Today is Wednesday, December 28th, I think. I don't know if I've even talked to y'all since Vlogmas ended. I was recuperating. Look how pretty that sky is behind me though. That's pretty. It's 4:30 in the afternoon. I am heading home from work, sitting at a stoplight right now, and I'm gonna check on my dogs, gather up some knitting, clean my house for a few minutes. I'm hanging out with my friends tonight. I'm going over to one of my friends' houses to eat cheese and knit. So that'll be fun. Oh, that's pretty. The light. What was I gonna say? Oh, I don't know exactly what time she'll be ready. I'm leaving work kind of early, so I'm gonna gather my stuff up. And it is 60 degrees outside right now on December 28th. Just so weird. The high's like 70 tomorrow. Arkansas is crazy. But I'm gonna open up all my windows and let my house air out a little bit and let my cats outside and clean for a few minutes. I'm hoping I can do all my floors before I leave. I'll let all the animals out, do my floors, and then that'll make my house smell really nice. What else was I gonna say? I don't know. I really feel like I had something else to say to y'all. They're starting construction by my house on the road I take to work every single day. They're starting it tomorrow, and a part of the road is going to be closed for 5 months. So I have to figure out how I want to go to work from now on. And I was going to try a different route today and just instinctively drove this way anyway. So there's the road work ahead signs. That's going to be an inconvenience, but anyway, I'm rambling. Just wanted to say hi. Hope you guys are having a great time after Christmas. And that's all, folks. I'll talk to you soon. Hi, friends. I'm sitting on my couch. I'm knitting on a Musselburgh. I cast this on in September. I don't have much left. On my Musselburghs, I knit until I have 10 grams left, and then I do my decreases. So I think this is like 20 grams. I'm going to grab my scale to throw in this project bag. My mom made this bag. I'm obsessed. Anyway, I was just sitting here. I just finished my floors, and I wanted to share a little tidbit that I thought about when I walked into my house today. It's so warm outside, so I got home and I opened up my windows. And I have not cleaned my house in a couple of weeks. Like, I've done a little bit of maintaining. I've picked up, I vacuumed a couple of times. But my floors needed to be cleaned. My counters need to be cleaned. I have stuff, places I don't want stuff. All the blankets and pillows should be washed. But I feel like if I go too long without cleaning, then I'm just overwhelmed. Now there's too much cleaning to do, and I can't set aside like a whole day to do it, or a half a day to do it. So I'm like not doing anything. But I saw a TikTok the other day that said that anything worth doing is worth doing badly. And that is why I cleaned my floors today. I walked in and I was like, I just can't. I was going to sit here and scroll on TikTok instead. And I was like, no, I mean, it's worth cleaning my house. It's worth cleaning part of my house. It's worth doing something. So anything worth doing is worth doing badly. And now my floors are clean. I didn't even move the stuff off the floors. I cleaned around those bags, but it's better than it was. Hi, friends. Today is Thursday, December 29th. I'm sitting at my desk. I'm cutting apart some sock tubes. Today's Thursday. Saturday, I'm going to Fayetteville for a wedding, and I'm staying with one of my brothers. So I want to knit socks for he and his wife as a thank you for letting us stay with them. And I didn't think about that ahead of time when I asked if we could stay there, but this is the beauty of sock tubes. So I was going to show you guys what I have. This was dyed by Johnny Bow and cranked by Aquila of a Lefty Knitter podcast. I think Aquila cranked both of these on her sock machine for me. I don't remember the colorway of this. I know I got this, and I had her crank the entire tube, and I cut it in half, and half of it I made a pair of socks for Kristen, and this half I'm going to use for Daisha. So, anyway, each toe and heel takes me about 30 minutes. A cuff takes me about 30 minutes. So, it's about 3 hours for each gift. Hopefully a little faster than that. But I can definitely do that over today, tomorrow. And I could do some finishing touches on the car right there. It's like a little thank you gift. That was so confusing. Check out the Crazy Sock Ladies Afterthought Everything tutorial if you really wanted information out of this, but I just want to show you what I was working on right now. So I'm gonna knit a toe. Oh, I grabbed scraps. So I'm using, I believe this is cast iron skillet from Arkansas Yarn Co. That's gonna be close to off. Today is Saturday, New Year's Eve. It is 1:30 in the afternoon. I am making something to eat. I'm making some eggs and toast. And then I'm gonna go count my yarn. I like to, the past several years I think I've done it, and Kristen has too, on New Year's Eve, or like right before the new year, count my stash, kind of make some notes, start my plan for the year. So yesterday I planned out my gift knitting for next year. I made a list of all the people in my life with birthdays, anniversaries, events, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, all that stuff, and all the folks that I wanted to gift a hand knit to, and divided that up over the months. So it works out pretty well this year. If I knit 3 gift knits a month, from January to November, then I'll be done with all the holidays. So I don't have to do any gift knitting in December, and everyone gets a knit. So I kind of want to glance at things too and kind of make a plan for that, like look at the yarn and see what socks are going to go to who. Could plan out my Desert Vista dye work socks, that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna do that today. Finished sorting, inventorying yarn. That is all of my sock yarn. Here are my gift knits for the first half of the year, and that tub is DK, worsted, bulky, and the tub on top is cotton. I have 159 skeins of yarn, not counting minis up there. So, yikes. Hi, time for another coffee. I have, oh, here's my doodad. Coffee. That's enough for my shot though. My Yeti is full of ice. I've got my shot glass here. I'm gonna put a little bit of honey in the bottom. I'm doing a honey cinnamon latte. And when I do a syrup, honey, white chocolate, I like to brew the espresso right over it. That is so sticky, gross, but okay. Today's New Year's Eve, it's Saturday. It is 4:30. I am making this coffee. This is my first coffee of the day at 4:30 in the afternoon, so that's a shame. But gonna throw my shot over this honey. I'm doing oat milk, and then I'll sprinkle some cinnamon on top. Whoop, she's out of water. Kristen got me this mug for Christmas. Shut up. It's like a travel mug size. Look at the color inside. And it came with this lid. It's Heart Moss Pottery The lid is so interesting. I just washed it all. But it's like, so it's closed there and then it's open. And it like seals? Shut up. I'm about to make my coffee in it this morning. I'm a cup girl for sure. But I love handmade pottery. That's like my obsession. Obviously, I have my pour over, my sugar bowl. I have pottery everywhere. I love it. Like half of these are homemade. This is handmade, this is handmade, this is handmade, this is handmade. A bunch more down there. This is one of my favorites. I got this in like an extras bin. It was like, they said it was not good enough to sell. Disagree. Hard disagree. Beautiful. But yeah, that was my Christmas present from Kristen. And my water's boiling. And then I'm going to grind my coffee and go sit down. Is this not the most beautiful coffee setup? Like, my friend made this. My friend Kayla, I said, oh my gosh, a handmade ceramic pour over thing would be amazing. And she just like made this for me. She made this. A human being made that. Incredible. I mean, obviously a human being made most of this stuff, but like, you guys know what I mean. These are artisanal. Amazing. I just can't get over it. This is stunning. This is stunning. I'm heading to the office right now. We are closed today. My dad and I own an insurance agency together. So we're closed. I'm not going to the office to work, but I am going to the office to use my office computer setup and my office espresso bar to make a coffee and edit this vlog and get this up and be done with last year. So my friend Jennifer is going to come to the office and meet me and hang out and knit. The car almost ran into me. But I'm also going to roast some coffee. What else? Oh, and I brought my the socks I knit for my brother and sister-in-law to print a shipping label, get those out to them. And my sample knit for Macy, the hat that is done. I'm so thrilled to have that off my needles. And I meant to weigh that yarn before I left because I think from the one skein of Surrey and one skein of her fingering weight, I think I have enough to make 2 of those hats. And I would love one of those hats. It is stunning. So, whoop. Bouncy. So anyway, heading to my office now, get a few things done, get a few things mailed, and then knit. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this day. Hi friends, Happy New Year. I am about to put this up. I'm done with this, but then I realized I didn't draw a winner for the Christmas stitch markers from Vessel Stitch Co. So I just pulled up the video. I did a random comment generator. I used commentpicker.com for my YouTube comment picker, and it pulled up a winner. So here we go. This is the name. This is the person who won down here somewhere. So if that is you, someone walked into my office. If that's you, shoot me a message. You can DM me on Instagram. I don't know if there's a way to message me on YouTube, or email me at madebymaddie33@gmail.com. Instagram's the easiest, but if you have to do another way, that's fine. Shoot me a message and I'll get those stitch markers to you. And the rest of you have, pointing my tweezers at you, have a wonderful rest of your week. And I will see you guys with the January vlog at the beginning of February. Bye!